Yeah. Yo, what's up, man? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
It's the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. This is Moose, a.k.a. Big House, man. I'm in the house with, we're in the friendly confines studio. And it's an actual studio, I think.
It's a nice little setup over here.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, I am wearing, I'm wearing 3 shirts like I always do, man. This is a throwback. And I only paid for one of them.
The top one.
Exactly.
It has a collar.
I've been
around you long enough to know that if it has a collar, you pay for it.
I paid for it. If it's T-shirt, I probably did.
You probably did not.
And the sleeves are cut
function.
off. That's right. Matter of fact, this one is from probably when my youngest seed, who's like a junior, was in 3rd grade. I still got it on.
Yeah.
But it has a real tight collar, tight neck, which I like. So that's how we rock, man. Hey, man, I tell you what, Heavy Hitters Radio Show 2020.
Do you say 2020 or do you say 2020?
I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, I have clear vision now." Come on, man.
My eyes are still messed up.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same. Oh, I can
Corrective
see
lenses.
clearly now. Like
Your
all
brain
them
is
songs,
gone.
man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm sick of that. I'm totally sick of that, man.
Well, it's the 7th. It's been outdone.
How long do you say Happy New Year?
Today's the last day.
Until you see...
I'm kidding.
Right.
That was funny. I mean, it's like, you have to cap it. But if you haven't seen somebody...
We're a weekend.
you haven't seen somebody, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, Happy New Year to you. Happy decade, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean?
What if I see somebody for the first time this year in October? Do I still say Happy New Year?
Happy New Year, man. I ain't seen you, man.
All decade. Man, I ain't talked to you all year. I ain't seen you all year.
You know, I haven't seen you since 2010.
Right.
Happy 2 decades because I missed you. Is that why you do it?
No.
Maybe
I
not.
haven't seen you all decade.
Hey, man, I tell you what,
I don't know what I remember.
that manly man voice you hear, man, he's the number 1 guy. He's a star of our show. He's the one and only LGZ
T'Challa.
M'Baku. Did I make a mistake?
No.
No, we'll get to it.
Yeah, man, life's good, man. I made it to another decade.
We made
Welcome.
it. I know.
So I'm definitely happy about that, man.
Yeah, all right.
Life's good, man. Can't about my born day tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, the 8th, man.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
I'm about to be
a long
30-12.
Ooh,
I've been doing Mooses. He was 30-12, 30-13.
Ooh, wait.
On my time hop was your birthday party from a couple years ago.
Right, so I'm about to start doing the whole. What you on 30-12?
Jerseys.
Ooh, wait. Why am I tripping on that? I'm a horrible buddy. Of course, I only see you on Tuesday, so it's hard to keep up. Since I see you like 52 times a year, not even 52.
No.
Matter of fact, I see you less than baseball practice.
That's weak.
Yeah,
We gotta change this decade, man. We gotta change. You know what it is, man? Like life has taken us. You know, when we first started the show, a little history. You was in transition. You know, you was out of one situation going into a next.
Yeah.
And now your next has taken off.
Yeah.
So time is limited, man. And,
you know, it was, wasn't it? It was right around that time.
Yeah, man. I was there when Moose was. Man, I was
at the bottom of the. I was down there.
We were sitting there talking about starting a pest control business. And sitting there, we were like, "Yo, we can put pest insurance." We had a little storm. And then one day I came over there. He was like, "I'm good."
I'm like a dog that has cat tendencies, man. I land on my feet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now he's soaring, man.
Speaking of that, I saw this movie today. We do like before school care, and one of the students was watching a movie, and it was like, is it All Dogs Life or Dogs Life?
All dogs go to heaven?
No, it wasn't that, but
it's a good one.
It was a dog movie and it was a cartoon joint. But at one point, this
Secret Life of Pets.
This dog, he tried to learn how to live like a cat. Maybe, yes, sure. I think that's it.
Do they do different stuff when their owners leave?
Yes,
that's the premise of the Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah, the Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah, and so the one dog had to watch this little thing, and anyway, the dog became a cat, and then got all the skills from this cat friend, right? And then, so when it was showing his skills in front of all the other cats in this ancient woman's apartment, where she had like 100 cats, right?
She did.
And so this dog that was posing as a cat just showed out, and they was like, "This is the chosen one." Like at the end of it, they landed on his feet on a Roomba, and like just rolled through the room, and I started cracking up, man. I was like, Yeah, you can be a dog with cat tendencies, man.
Yeah.
I learned that this morning, man. So that's where I'm at. Hey,
Nice.
so Jeezy, I'm so glad to see you, man. This decade, this year.
This
You know, it's funny.
decade,
We
man.
come full circle. We eating wings again on Tuesday.
On to that's where it all started.
That's where it all started, my man. I appreciate you.
I want to give a shout out to Ron's eyebrows, man. They're impeccable.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I paid a lot of money for them.
I just looked around like, man, those
Thank
are
you.
those are like lined up like
Thank you.
you know.
You think she went
It
to some,
sounded
she
so
went to some
sincere at
barber in the
first.
hood?
No, it is.
No, it is.
I mean,
But now it doesn't feel like it. But thank you. I just got them microbladed. So my
Oh,
face
what
has
is it?
officially been like ancient tattooed, and it's kind of
she
cool.
got a facial. Okay.
No, she slit my skin and put dye in it. It was crazy.
Oh, so
All right,
you
so-
didn't get a facial?
No,
So can you
would you
explain-
stop?
She might have.
I didn't.
She might have
Oh,
got a
she-
facial. So
I did
can
not.
you explain what microblading? Can you explain what microblading
Yes.
is? And real quick, by the way, folks, she can already explain her facial that she just was
It's
shaved.
not.
Yeah.
And this
not a
this the one and
facial.
only the lady of the show, man. Has been hanging for a few years.
I
now.
have.
The
Almost
longest
Hanging for-
tenure.
She
Almost
might be.
3.
She might be the longest tenured
She is,
female.
she
My
is.
heavy hitter anniversary is coming up next
She
month.
might be the longest hitter tenured
Longest,
female.
yeah.
The longest
The
hitter
Fruit-
tenured
Fruit-
female. Did you?
The
hear
Fruit
me?
was here.
Fruit started it. Fruit was, man. She's our founding mama.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that,
It was Rizzy.
It was no.
Oh, it's Bliss.
Bliss was there for a minute, and she didn't last very long.
Not long at all.
And then we were out without a female
And
for
then
a while.
the Rizzy was like a year.
And then
man.
Rizzy came in. Matter of fact, we met her on my born day like several years ago. And
Yeah.
then boom, yeah.
And
then after that,
Rizzy and
yeah,
Ron can overlap. You know, you can't have two women in the same room.
No,
They-
she was gone before I showed up.
I think she was done. She was done before we went to 36.
She has come back a couple of times
It
since
was-
then,
it was
but
hella
she
tension.
was gone.
It was hella tension.
There was
That's
not
how-
tension.
that's how it
between-
goes,
There was
man.
not tension between the two of us.
Shit.
So, folks, hey,
There might have been
that,
tension other places, not with her.
that female voice would. What'd you just say?
I said there might have been tension elsewhere, but it was not with her.
Like what? Like elsewhere? Like
No,
where?
but it's just some other people. It's fine.
like where though?
Oh!
Like on the show
yeah.
with other women.
Oh, would you say you're rather fancy? Go ahead, continue.
All right, so she's here, folks.
I'm here. And I
The
did not
one,
get
the
a
only.
facial.
We're going back to the old
Right.
school. We're calling people out.
Right. MC.
Okay, so hello. No, I did not get a facial, for the record. But I did get my eyebrows microbladed, so it's exactly.
Explain to our female fans what the heck all
The
that
five
is.
and listen.
I
So you
will.
wait, you got that's pretty good. So you got a tattoo on your face?
Kind of. I mean,
It doesn't say anything.
Oh, so that's why they dark? Like that?
yes, because do you remember my eyebrows were very thin and they were almost blonde?
Actually, well, I don't know. Maybe that's why I noticed.
Well, here's why. Because they just disappeared on my face. It looked like I didn't have any eyebrows, right? So my hair's like long and dark. My eyebrows were thin and blonde, and it looked really bad.
I mean, it
So
looks very thick.
for my birthday this year, I, for myself, got microblading. So it's exactly what it sounds like.
You know how
It's
women always have to say that? For myself, I got it.
for my birthday, for
Women say,
myself.
for my birthday, I got this. But then women say,
Bye-bye for myself.
for myself.
Yeah.
Like, make sure. Because no MF bought it for me.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a tiny blade.
Mm.
So they numb your face. Well, first she spends like 2 hours drawing on your eyebrows to make sure that they're perfect. Because someone's going to put permanent makeup on your face. You probably should make sure it's perfect. So if you're going to get microblading done, you need to do your research. I've seen some really horrible ones. And then you have to get like a tattoo removal to get them redone, which sounds awful. So, all on your face. Okay.
That's what she
Anyway,
said.
so, shut up. So
You
they...
walked into that one.
It was like 2 hours it took her to draw on my eyebrows, and then they numb your face so that you can't feel them slicing your skin open. And they take this little blade and they make hair-like strokes, and then they just put the dye in there.
All right,
Voila.
so I got a question for you.
Microbladed eyebrows. Yes.
So like in 20 years,
Yes.
your eyebrows are going to look 25.
So
And your face will be 50.
Right.
let's be honest. If I'm going to get permanent makeup tattooed on my face, I'm probably going to get other work done in my life.
So
So basically, you'll be a mess.
is it a far going?
We just seen the results. You got big lips.
No.
Walk around like
What do you call that stuff when they put the
collagen.
Botox? Yeah, all that.
I'm not getting lip injections for sure.
What
No
you gotta do
way.
is go in the bottle, right? Suck his lips in the bottle like.
I like Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
I am not going to get lip injections. No, there are other plastic surgery things that I would do.
Like what?
Not lip injections. I would for sure get my boobs done.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100% wanted that for a long time.
I used to be against boobs.
That would be my next
I've
big
seen some good work
purchase.
before. Like I guess boob jobs kind of made that leap with medicine. Where
They've come a long
They come a long
And
way.
there's different choices, and so
Come a long
you
way
know,
because in
it's
the
all about what you
90s,
want.
80s, 90s, that was disaster. Like 2 tennis balls and a space in the middle. It's like, ooh.
Can you imagine though that there was people that were doing like cheap imitation like in hotel rooms, and women were doing it.
Yeah,
They were
because
just
it's expensive.
My thing was, I wish somebody would have told me, man. When it ever comes, like Ron said, if you're gonna get tattoos, man, pay the money and do your
Pay
research.
the money and do your research.
Don't end up like Jeezy with a birthmark, tattoo when he was 18.
We love you anyway. But
Yeah,
can you imagine if that was on your face? It'd be
when
way
you was 18,
worse.
it seemed like a good idea. Like, oh man, that little panther walking in the grass towards you, but it was on a white piece of paper.
Right, and you're not white.
And I'm not white. So,
No, you're not.
so clearly it's not going to show up the same way. So now when people see my tattoo, like, oh, you got a tattoo, what is it? Anytime somebody say, what is it? You done a bad job of the
You
tattoo.
like it's the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
whatever.
that's let me see it.
Let me see it again. It kind of looks like the Grim Reaper.
It's bad. It's bad. So I need to. I'm gonna cover it up
Here's
eventually.
the thing. I love you a lot. It kind of looks like the Grim Reaper.
I'm gonna get a whole sleeve
I don't think
done.
it's the Grim Reaper, man. It's
What do you
like
think
it's
it
like the
is?
Black Santa Claus.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's not that
whatever.
either, though.
Raise your
so
sleeve
young
one more
people-
time. Please raise your sleeve one more time.
So young
It's a
people.
Black Santa Claus.
Yeah.
If you look,
Okay,
if you,
I can see
That's-
Santa.
if
But
if you put a ball on the end right there,
Okay, yes.
and a little bit of face, man, you have a Black Santa
You're-
Claus.
okay,
Perfect.
but
what I thought about doing-
But what I thought his tail was like the Grim Reaper's
That's funny.
staff.
So what I'm gonna do is actually, since it's like this, I'm gonna make it Indiana. Say the Indiana.
Okay.
All right.
And at the top,
With a big heart
with Gary,
over Gary.
no, I'm gonna put with Gary
Yeah.
is I'm gonna put the pride of
The G.
Indiana.
Okay, I like it,
Okay.
man.
So I'm the pride of Indiana.
You'll
I
love
like it, man.
Yeah, you know.
Anyway, so if you think about getting your brows done and you are near
You're not a patient
Indianapolis,
fan, though, so that kind of
No.
makes me mad. That kind of makes me mad, though, because
check out
that's
Brow
just,
Inc. She's in Brownsburg.
Brow Ink.
Ashley at Brow
Hey, man,
Inc.
speaking of Browns,
It's funny about Brownsburg when you drive and it says White Town going right and then Brownsburg going left. That's always funny.
Every single time it makes me laugh.
Speaking of Brownsburg, I have lots of friends that live in Brownsburg. Shout out real quick, man, to JP. JP's out there in Brownsburg,
Morgan Chase?
man. No,
Okay.
he's not Morgan Chase. But shout out to JP, he's my buddy. You know, we watch games together, man. We both have children that are the same age, and they play sports and all that. But he's just a cool dude. But I never thought I would have as many friends in Brownsburg as I do, especially coming from Hallville, where I'm from. You wouldn't think that you had that many friends way out like that.
They want to hang out with Moose.
Well, maybe because it's Brownsburg, because I don't have any friends from Whitestown.
Ron's from Whitestown.
I'm not from Whitestown. I'm not from
From
Whitestown.
White Land.
I worked in Whiteland.
Is it White Land or White Land? Is that a say way of being the 90s?
The way that everyone pronounces it is Whiteland. The
Pretty-
way that it is spelled is White Land.
Right, so but pretty soon, see what happens is the woke kid call it Whitland. We from Whitland.
What the heck is
The hell is
that?
Whitland?
I don't know what that
It's
is.
White Land.
It's
Where's
White
Black Land? Is there any Black Land in
There's
the
not
but we
one
have
town, I
Brownsburg.
don't think. But there's
In the
Brownsburg.
country.
But there's Brownsburg.
Is there Black Land? Is there any Black Land?
There's got to be.
That's Blackford.
Look it up. Is there a Black
Actually,
Land
Blackford.
in the United States? Is there a city called Blackland?
Let's see if I can find it.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. And know what?
We're
know
looking
what-
for it.
Well, know what else moves? I'll start this thing at work because I'm in this. I'm woke.
Like you're 40, yeah.
Am I 40? You know, I do security. So when we work with electricity, you have the positive and the negative.
What?
The wires, right? Well, why is it that all the wires when the red is positive and the black is negative?
Hey, man.
So I immediately was like, you know what? Because it doesn't matter which one is which, as long as you put it that way on the other side, it doesn't matter.
Don't mess people up,
No,
though.
the black for me, you go behind my work, the blak is always the positive.
You're going to get everybody electrocuted now.
No, the black is positive.
Because it's never been like that.
But see that
You are messing everything
it's like the pool. Why the white ball hitting the black ball at the end? See, it's that mindset. So for me, the black is the positive, and then the red and the other ones is everything else. So.
All right, well, power to the people. But anyway, I want to shout out JP, man. He's my buddy. And again, he's out there in Brownsburg. He's a pilgrim, but I like him. He's a nice guy. And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And there seems to be some sort of mass exodus of black folks that are moving to those outlying areas like Brownsburg and the Tri-West area and all that. I don't understand it
because the inner city is getting more expensive.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Where you at, Moose? That's gonna be about 800,000 in about 3-4 years.
Well, hopefully I'll be all right.
Yeah, because them houses is huge.
I ain't going nowhere.
And we ain't gonna know what's it like.
It's gonna be like the high rise gonna rise up behind me. Like it's all good. All right, so
in my research, I found that there is not a city called Blackland. However,
wow,
in Texas,
Blacktown.
There is a region called the Blackland Prairie, and it's in Plano, Texas.
What about Blacktown?
Well, I didn't research that one.
Or Blackbird?
Did you say Blackbird?
Blackburg. Sorry.
Berg.
I do suffer from black mouth. I do suffer from that.
I know.
Sometimes
I do too.
All right, so
I was like, for sure, there's blackbirds in America.
Folks have here's radio show, man. You know, we got our normals out tonight, so we're going to talk about news you can use, or actually, it's more. The newest one is new. What's it called? Run That News.
That is what it's called. You're right.
And then we also, man, old school, oldie but goodie.
Okay.
Oldie but goodie.
Black Hound, Right Line?
No. You know, oldie but goodie, man. We're gonna rate things that we like, and the name of that is
Mount Everest. No.
Bruising Reviews.
It's Bruising Reviews.
No.
I understand what
you had me go off.
Never have we ever explained it. Sorry.
I guess
my
it
vision
is
is more clear.
I thought we were going to do Mount Everest.
Oh, it's Mount Rushmore.
Rushmore.
So that's why we didn't know what was happening.
I was so excited.
Bro, it was Mount Everest. I was like,
what? Like, huh?
I was 100%
I'm sorry.
confident in that answer. I was totally confident in that answer.
Anyway, it's Bruising
Reviews.
I know, it's Bruising Reviews. Anyway,
there is a Blacksburg, Virginia.
Yes, there is.
How did I know about that? They never crossed my mind. Blacksburg.
There is Blacksburg.
But if you search, is there a black town in the United States? The answer is 100% not what you want. It gives you the history of the black towns.
If you put black town, does Atlanta show up?
No, it gives you the history of the black towns of the United States.
Yeah, which is
Atlanta. Hey guys, all right. So Heavy Ears Radio Show. Now listen, we got to get slightly serious here for a second.
Yeah, we have war right now, man.
So, man, the United States is totally at war.
And from what I've heard, we are 100% justified in it being a war.
100% justified?
Yes. From what I'm not a journalist, I'm not a researcher, but from what I understand it is who did we kill? Anyway, in the U.S. Embassy,
General,
they had assassinated several Americans at the American Embassy over in Iran. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
So, with that being said,
and I'm not able to say his name. It's General Qasem Salami.
Yeah,
Salami. Yeah, I think that's his name. So I mean, you realize this, that the United States launched and took him out.
Yeah.
Right. And so, the Ayatollah, who's like the leader of Iran, and man, all the people were like, "Yo, like we are going to get the United States." And then your president came out and said, "If you do anything to us, we are going to launch 52 sites, 52 offensives, and those 50. The reason I came up with 52 is that's how many hostages you took back in like 1979." And he's like, "So if you do, please understand that we are going to move swiftly and without worry, and we're going to and it's social sites." So he's not going for like the government places. He's going for like
we all live at.
Yeah, like we're going for Sundays.
Don't he did, Moose? I dare you to try any. That cat was like, "Look here, man. I'll tell y'all, man. Trump is what y'all wanted Obama to be. Trump is just. Hey, the thing is, y'all think he crazy? He crazy. He'll do it for real. He been dying to push that button.
All right, so here's what
he been there.
The missiles launched by Iran targeted military bases in Al-Assad and Erbil, the Pentagon added. So what's happened was the initial assessment showed that so far we had no U.S. casualties, but U.S. military officials in Baghdad told, I'm getting this information from Fox News, sorry folks, that the U.S. was continuing to look into possible damage. Your president, Trump, did not immediately respond, and the White House eventually said he would not make an address to the nation not make the nation or other on-camera statements Tuesday. So it sounds as though, man, like that we know they set an offensive against us, sending missiles across and kind of making it happen. The Iran's Revolutionary Guard then warned the U.S. and its regional allies against retaliating over the missile attack in Iraq. So Iran's like, hey, y'all blew up our general. Mm-hmm. We attacked back. Now don't do nothing else or else. Now you know how they're going to do that. We are warning all American allies who gave their bases to the terrorist army that any territory that is the starting point of aggressive acts against Iran will be targeted. The guard in the warning also threatened Israel. It's serious.
And Trump ain't playing. That cat was like, look, man, I launched 52. Oh, at the same time, I blew up all you. Like, people think that, like, Iran, Iraq, like, they cool. They got money, but they ain't got American money. They ain't got America's resources. They ain't got America's military. So, I mean, you kill American people, you kill Americans, in the embassy. There has to be something done about it. You just can't let that ride, man.
So you're cool with everything happening?
No, did you not hear me say
I heard you.
You killed Americans first. Mm-hmm. First, you did it first. So yeah, you get what's coming to you.
Okay.
You're awakening a sleeping giant. Yeah. So in that regard, Trump handled his business, man.
It's a situation where he's trying to create a war right before election. This election year, we know that. Yeah. Also an impeachment.
Have you guys seen
the process going on?
The relation to Bill Clinton's impeachment and what Trump's doing?
And the fact that Trump came out and said Barack was doing the same thing.
I saw those videos. All I know is this: they killed Americans first. So you gotta get what's coming to you, man. You can't just be going over to U.S. embassies killing people and think you're gonna get away with it. Yeah.
So all right, and don't get me wrong. Like I totally understand what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. So no matter how you feel about Trump as a president or as a leader of this country or whatever, he's still the president. And any other president, if you kill American overseas, you get what's coming to you. Period. Because that's how you maintain your position in the world. You maintain your position by we don't take no mess. Don't think. You might think we soft. We're gonna show you real quick that this ain't that.
All right, so
I agree. I stand behind him on that one. Now, a lot of other stuff, I can't get down with. But this right here, like, yeah,
What about all the here? I think this is funny. Like, a lot of people say, "Man, my son or daughter in the military, and now we're going to war." Like, I'm nervous. I'm mad. It's like, what did you think they're there for?
What they're there for? Now you see, it ain't just for you to travel. You see you there to protect you there to protect the freedoms of us that's here, the civilians here. That's your job,
right?
True.
Now, granted, I think when you join the military, like every position in the military, which I think is one thing that, especially in the black home, is every position in the military is not a infantry or you dealing with war. Like, I think that's one thing that we got from movies. We got bad information passed down. Like, there's some people just in the military that will never see no parts of overseas or no parts of war because they're in a different branch of the military.
I have a cousin, man. He's a young guy. Just graduated high school last year. Went to the military. That's that was his choice. And he said, "Man, they did not tell me. They did not tell me what I was signing up for." He said I was going to sign up to be an air traffic controller. He said I thought I'm gonna be in a tower somewhere. And I'm gonna be air traffic controlling and doing my thing. He said, what happens is, once we get in the country, one of the first things we do is overtake the airport, and then that's where we get deployed to the airport, which is a priority target for every country. Once we overtake it, it becomes a priority target for the other country. He said, so we're never they're never like in the tower because they're taking the tower down first. He said, so I thought that was interesting that, because I'm not an infantryman, but I'm in the front lines because I'm in a hot target.
Is he in the Army?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the way it was explained to me, and I think this was probably the best explanation as far as when you going to join the military is worse. I'm gonna give it to you worse, meaning the most active, the most violence to the least violence.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, it's Marines. Marines by far is the most where you're gonna see the most action. The most of everything is the Marine. That's why every movie that you watch is about the Marines. Because if you watch a movie about the Army, it's boring because ain't nothing happening. The Army is about intel. As your friend said, it's about intel. The Marines are the one that cleared the airport out. The Marines are going in. Them the ones that clean everything out. What I mean by clean, they mean man, woman, and child. You in the way, you get mowed down and clear out. Then the Army moves in and take over that base. Then the next in line is probably the Navy. Because you out at sea, and you just
kind of helpless.
You just chilling out there on a big island with a ship. It ain't like the 1940s where you bombing. You have ship war. That's over with. We're not doing that. But you kind of pull up to the water. You might shoot some stuff on land, but you're not really doing that. And then the safest is the Air Force, but also it's one of the hardest to get into because you got to be just more brains than anything. So buddy of mine, he was in the Air Force. He was like, man, my war was. Give him hell, Captain, because he ain't flying. He ain't no pilot. So this thing was basically loading planes with weapons. So, baby, your job is to load the planes, and then after that, you go to your hotel, and you chilling. You go to work in the morning, get off at 5, and get your leave, your own base. It's more like a regular job.
Maybe the Coast Guard, because you're at home, you're stateside.
Yeah, well, they Coast Guard. You was looking at that military, yeah, Coast Guard. So you deal with a lot of stuff on land. Like when the National Guard get called in. Well, that's National Guard, but Coast Guard is like on the ocean, like on the coast. So you watching the boats come in with drugs and all that kind of stuff. Right.
Yeah. All right, so folks, you listen to Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man, and I, sometimes people tune in to, to hear jokes and be light, but I mean, unfortunately, we can't actually be light right this second, only because we know that, man, there's a lot of women, men, and children out there. And when I say children, I mean our children that are out there, man, that now have been deployed and are having to take care of us and to protect our freedoms. So our heart goes out to the military in whatever branch you're in. Right. We want you to come home safe for sure.
That's the most important thing. But that's what it's all about, man. Is protecting American lives, man. You kill Americans over there, the swift hand of justice, just gotta do it, man.
Here's the thing.
You can't let it ride, man.
I think a lot of people are looking for diplomacy. They're looking for diplomacy, and that's not what they're getting. They're not getting diplomacy.
Yeah, but when you kill Americans, man, what kind of diplomacy you want, man? I would want my president to, if American lives abroad are being taken by military individuals, to do something about those lives being taken. When you want that, don't you want that? Or you want somebody to go over and start talking?
I want justice. However, I want. I like diplomacy. I do. I like diplomacy.
So they take lives. You want to go over and have a conversation?
No, it's not. It's not like we're not taking lives as well.
No, we're not. But we I know we are. We do that for sure.
Right. So that's my point. Yeah. We are already taking lives as well. Yeah, and we're in their area. If you don't remember, one of the things that Trump said when he was brought into office was he was going to end this useless war.
We can't hold people to what they say because Obama said that they Medicare your health care because the price of your cell phone. That shit's not even close.
Well, because but you do realize that
I'm just saying.
the House and the Senate was opposite him, and
I'm just
so when
saying.
people call it Obamacare, it's not Obamacare. It's House and Senate care that they say, you know what, you can put your name on it, but we gonna make it ridiculous because your name is on it.
But the thing is, man, like those embassies is U.S. soil. Even though it's overseas, anywhere there's an American embassy, it falls under American rules and it's American land. I don't know how that came about, but that's just the rules of the Geneva Convention.
It must have been the Sokovia. It wasn't Sokovia.
Nah, you almost had me with this. I'm like, wait a minute, is that real?
No, it was not.
I mean, but it's the Geneva Convention, Geneva.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, we had embassies in America from other countries yeah. They have diplomatic immunity where them jokers go around whatever they want to.
Well, just like here recently, where the woman from that was in England ran over the young man, got on a plane and came back, and I saw where just recently, I wish I could remember his name. Dude was in Japan, got into some trouble. They figured out how to put him in a box, drill some holes in it, and shipped him to another country that didn't have extradition rights. Then he got out of the box and came to the United States. And Japan's like, yo, like we want him, and they like, we ain't messing with that. He got up out of there.
Yeah, if you got diplomatic immunity, like it's by all kinds of stuff happening in D.C. that we never know about because they clean it up so good. As far as rapes and all kind of stuff that they.
Oh my goodness, you went all the way there.
Yeah, but it's real. I mean, I watched a couple of episodes of Scandal. I mean,
Scandal was a great show, and I'm sure that stuff happens.
Yeah, I mean, for sure it happens. Like the guy with diplomatic immunity, you can't arrest them. They can't be. They just like take it and murder people, and so the government got to cover it up. Like, here you go, man. I'm sorry your daughter was here, but he goes.
This had to be Israel show. We took.
But it's real. But we were talking about. But Moose, you don't believe that there are diplomats here in this country from other countries. Diplomats that's doing those things, man. Like it's real.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you do if you had immunity? You had diplomatic immunity.
I would do nothing illegal. Kidding me?
You out your mind. I would definitely.
I would for sure continue to speed because I already do that, which is technically illegal.
I mean, think about the thing. I mean, you could walk at Walmart and be like, man, I ain't paying for this. You just walk out. You
could.
The line too long. You just walk out. Show them your card. You just walk out.
That's hilarious.
Just walk out. Like,
I guess you could.
I ain't waiting on this, man. But see, we talking about us. We don't have no power. Imagine if you had power. Like,
I mean, you're probably used to that stuff, so you would just continue doing the same things you always do.
Yeah. So if you come from power, you used to just walking in, coming to your house. People just doing what they want to do because they can. Like I watched. You ever watched the Bin Laden brothers?
No.
I mean, Saddam Hussein's sons. It was on Netflix for a while. It was called My Brother's Twin or something like that.
No.
No, these dudes was insane.
What'd they do?
Like Saddam's sons, like they would go out and it's like just do whatever they want to, man. Like he went to this wedding and he liked the bride and was like, man, have her come here. To the dude's bride at the reception, man, was like, man, have her come here, man. Took her in the room, and banged her, and then straight left. Then you know what I'm saying? And then you can do, like, man, what you gonna do? That's Saddam Hussein's son, man. You can't say nothing. You gotta just give up your wife, man.
That's insane.
Can you imagine that?
No.
You invite this dude to your wedding, he be like, you know what? You look good in that dress. And you gotta go. Like, you can't do it.
Was he invited?
Yeah, he was invited. Because it was one of his people. But he saw her in the dress, was like, man, come here. And you gotta go. Like, you can't be like, nah, I'm cool. No, you gotta go and you gotta take
I really like my free will.
Yeah, you gotta take that wood. And then that's it. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm saying, man. America, man, we don't understand how good we got it, man. Can you imagine somebody's coming to your crib but like, man, right? You know what I'm saying? I need that. And you can't, you gotta be like, fuck it, man, you know, that's Saddam's son.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you did?
I didn't. Actually.
Huh?
I said I didn't. Actually. You said I did.
No, I'm saying, but I mean, yeah. So, I mean, when you grow up with your whole life with that power, man, you don't tell how you abuse it.
That's true.
Because, but we never had it, so we don't know what it's like. It's like we don't know what it's like not to be able to, come on this show and Moose can say you're not your president, and President Orange, and we can do all this stuff. And ain't nobody coming knock on our doors to take us in.
No.
But you do that in China? See somebody their president over there? Oh, they coming to get you, bro.
They're on their way for sure.
On their way
for sure.
On their way.
They shut down the airwaves before anything else happens, for sure.
So I mean, we spoiled over here, man. So I'm thankful.
Hey man, I tell you what. So you listen to Everett's radio show, and real quick, man, shout out to man on one of our matter of fact, maybe our number one listener, at least one of them.
Big Gates,
sure, man, Big Gates. But shout out to you down there in Texas.
Garbage fantasy football player. Man, solid fan.
He garbage in fantasy football. But shout out to D-Lo.
I was going to say, man, the champion. Let's bring it up here.
D-Lo.
The actual champion.
D-Lo G. Took back that pass up out.
Yes, he did. And I was kind of surprised that he won because
I was shocked too.
He's not that good at fantasy football. So go D-Lo.
He had a bunch of Colts players and just I'm not even sure how.
I don't know how sure how it happened, but I knew
last year didn't he get dead last? Or am I making that up?
I don't know how he won it.
He's not here to defend himself, so I'm going to say that last year D-Lo was dead last in our league, and then he won it this year.
He won it this year, man. So it just shows you can go from worst to first. Because I know I finished probably close to the bottom this year.
I mean, I finished 9th out of 12.
My team was like the Eagles. Everybody got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. It was rough, man. It was a rough.
I'm just glad I wasn't dead last.
I don't think I was dead last, but
you weren't because Big Gates was.
It's amazing though how we just did the draft like 2 weeks ago. Seemed like, and the season already over.
I know. I was like, we're already doing this 2-week thing.
Yeah.
No. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Super crazy. Now we're almost done with football season.
Pretty
soon's gonna be the Super Bowl.
We got the XFL.
And can we just talk about the fact that I am happy to be a bandwagon Tennessee Titan fan for the next few weeks?
What, because you don't like Tom Brady?
Yes!
Why do you like Tom Brady?
Because it's not that I don't like Tom Brady. It's that I don't like the Patriots, and it's because I live in Indiana, and that's what we do.
You know what's funny? Indiana has this... Y'all Colts fans think that the Patriots are your rival, but they're not.
Well, we don't like them.
They're not. The Patriots don't even think about y'all at all. At all. The Patriots fans don't wake up thinking about, man, the Colts fans.
We think about them, and we don't like them.
Yeah, y'all like the little brother that's
but
like...
do you hate the Colts because we beat you in the Super Bowl?
Y'all like the little brother that's like 20 years younger than the older brother. They so far apart, it's like, I'm not worried about you, little man. Shoot, fly.
I don't think so.
Dog, there isn't a Patriots fan on the planet that's worried about the Colts at all.
You know what I did here, though?
What'd you hear?
That Tom Brady might come to the Colts.
Tom Brady might come to the Colts. That'd be a nice little move for him. I mean, we don't necessarily want him.
Yeah,
I don't know that I can give you
and he's like 40, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of that move because I like Brissett.
I like Brissett too. You know what? He might be the only reason. Then again,
I met him. He's a super nice guy.
Jacoby Brissett can walk in here right now, but man, who is this dude?
I did meet him, but it did take me a second because I was like, no.
I wouldn't know who he is. He's not very big. Like when you meet him in person,
I would not know who he's very nondescript.
I mean, I didn't think it was him because I thought he was too small.
Yeah.
In real life.
Well, football players in general are small dudes.
I know, but like, he's not very tall.
Offensive linemen are big, but like, none, I mean, you see a running back, you be like, damn, dude. Especially out of pads, like they just regular clothes. Like they make stocky, but they not big.
You're right.
And shout out to Stephen A. Smith, man.
What's that?
Because he went in today about the lack of diversity in the coaching ranks and lack of how the New York Giants hired the New England Patriots wide receivers coach as their head coach, man.
Who is it?
John Jacobs or something.
I mean, you can't get no Pilgrim in that name.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah. But I think it's Judge. I think his name is Judge. Or something like that.
Josh Judge.
Josh Judge or something.
I don't know if that's right.
It might be.
So much confidence out of my wrong answers. Too.
How all these minority candidates like been passed up. Like, you know, it's funny. Like, I always go back to this guy. And y'all know who he is.
Joe Judge.
Joe Judge.
I knew it was close to you. We were close.
You know, y'all know this guy. Y'all remember Pep Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember he was the hottest He was the hottest of the hottest candidates for like 2 minutes. And then I think Caldwell left. And then after that, it was just like nothing. And I think he's at like Michigan now. So
no, he's not. We fired him.
Yeah,
Get
so,
Pep Hamilton.
Yeah, so he was nothing. So now Eric Bieniemy, you see what he's doing with the Chiefs, and nothing. Like, you hear nothing about this dude. Chiefs rolling, can't get a job. Everybody love the 49ers defense. Defensive coordinator can't even get a look.
Ken Norton wasn't.
Ken Norton.
He was head coach at one point, but
no. He wasn't head coach.
He was never head coach.
Nope.
He had he's not ready. Ken Norton might be ready, but like I look is going to be pretty good. Who's going to get a bad rap because of his quarterback? Is offensive coordinator for
Leftwich.
Yes, Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But they were somehow, even they brought it up today, there was somehow a lot of. There's only two black.
He's young though.
There's only two black offensive coordinators: Eric Bieniemy and Byron Leftwich. Most black positions go to defense. They don't give them nothing on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. I mean,
why
are guys trying? That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
how
sure.
do you know? So we don't know.
We don't know. I mean, but it's like you remember when Raheem Morris got fired. That cat went to he didn't get a coordinator job. He went to a defensive backs coach. Like, wait a minute, like Jason Garrett, they want him to be the Giants offensive coordinator. I'm like, wait a minute, have y'all seen the Cowboys offense the past 9 years? And he gets to walk into an offensive coordinator position? I don't know. Where's Caldwell? I don't know. Cole just went 9-7 with the Lions. I don't know, 3 years in a row. Had him in contention. Can't get a job. Marvin Lewis took the Bengals. See, people forget what the Bengals was.
Right.
When he got there. They was like the worst team ever. And it was a consistent 9, 10 500 team consistent. In Cincinnati.
Right.
He leaves the next year with 1 game.
No, oh boy, the other brother that was in Cleveland too. He didn't do horrible.
He was terrible.
He didn't do horrible though.
He's not horrible. He's terrible.
He didn't do. What's his name? I can't even remember his name. I can't remember his name.
But he don't have certain coaches don't have a presence. Like you look at me like, no, you ain't a head coach. Like you just don't look. Like, you don't have that stature. Like Marvin Lewis has a stature about him. Caldwell, quiet but has a stature about him. But that dude's just like, man, you're a clown. I can see how people listen to you.
What do you think the percentage of black coaches in the NBA is?
Oh, it's high.
So why are there so many black coaches in the NBA but not the NFL?
Because the NBA is a very progressive league. NBA, it's not about, to me, it's not about having black coaches or not. It's the fired and rehired. Like, if you get fired, can you get rehired? Like, Lovie Smith got
what's the boy that was with in NBA? This is NBA, though.
Yeah.
He was with...
Mark Jackson?
No, well, yeah, but he went to TV, and he's cool. But, the brother that was with Toronto.
Yeah, he got fired, got a job immediately.
But he got a job because people knew though he was a good coach. Like I think he got fired prematurely.
Now you said that right. Ain't that many black coaches in the NBA now? Think about it. It's not that many.
I just am wondering percentage wise. Obviously,
man, I think it's probably like 5 or 6 out of 32 teams.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably about 5 or 6.
I thought there was more than that.
No.
You talking about head coach?
Head coach
Yes.
is about 5 or 6.
I would love to know the percentage of black head coaches in the NBA versus the NFL.
NFL is like 2%.
Or 2
No,
coaches?
it's 2 coaches.
Okay.
It's Mike Tomlin, and it's a dude it's 3. Mike Tomlin, Flores in Miami, and a dude in San Diego.
I for sure only knew Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, and then San Diego's head coach is black. That's it. 3 out of 32. And NBA has, Gentry's black.
I got him right here.
New Orleans coach is black.
There are 8 black coaches in the
NBA?
In the NBA right now.
8 out of 32 teams.
Okay. So, still not that many.
They have about 75% black players.
Players, yeah.
So the
So
NFL
it's
has
Tyronn
about
Lue,
68%.
Rivers, Nate McMillan, David
Who's Tyronn Lue
Fosdale,
coaching?
Jason Kidd. No, Jason Kidd.
Them are all them ain't coach. Them ain't head coaches. Yeah. I say Tyronn Lue ain't coaching nowhere, but the thing is that they get opportunities. Like they get opportunities out the gate. So it don't have that same stigma because hell, Jason Kidd came off the court and got a job. Derek Fisher came off the court.
So Dwayne Casey
Yep, Casey.
Doc Rivers.
Yep.
Is Bickerstaff still coaching?
His son is.
JB, okay. So JB Bickerstaff, Alvin Gentry.
Yep.
Pardon me, Nate McMillan, coach the Pacers.
Yeah.
And this Fizdale, who I've never heard of.
Fizdale got fired. He was the New York Knicks coach.
So then it must be only...
But see, the thing is like these coaches get fired and hired again. NFL, you get fired, it's over with.
Why?
I don't know. Because you get to a different standard. Like, you had coaches get fired from one... Like last year, there was more black coaches hired. They was fired after the first year. Like, damn, you got to get brother at least 2 years. Nah, just out of there. You know.
It's crazy.
Like Lovie Smith was the Bears coach, won 10 games, got fired. Then with the Tampa, and Hannah brought him halfway decent. They got Jameis Winston, they fired him. When they got Jameis Winston. He can't get back in the league. Now he had University of Illinois, took him to a bowl game. You know, job.
That sucks.
But there's no black GMs, though. That's a problem. I mean, like, the NFL has a problem that even from the top, there's no GMs. You know, nobody's hiring, picking the players. There's no black ownership. There's no black ownership in the NBA. But the NBA is more of a, like I said, it's progressive, man. It's more of a progressive. But baseball gets a pass.
You know what? Speaking in baseball, you know, they can, is that baseball they can smoke weed now, too? And it's not a banned substance. Like marijuana's not a banned substance anymore. So
baseball?
Like, yeah, they're really making some come ups and making some strides.
So it might be more black players. It's funny, like weed went legal. It's funny, man. My whole life, when they become a marijuana, it was always like a black drug. But it's funny now it's legal, man. All I see is like pilgrim faces on every advertisement.
It's hipsters.
Every no, I ain't talking about we ain't finna say hipsters. I'm talking about everyday Joes. When Illinois went legal, them lines around the corner, it was all white people. It was very few pilgrims out there. But my whole life, when Nancy Reagan won drugs.
Okay, can I ask a question that might sound slightly racist, but that's not how I intend it?
Yeah, right.
Because that's what I do around here.
Yeah.
Are the white people at the dispensary?
The pilgrim,
is that the word though? Dispensary?
Yeah.
Are the pilgrims at the dispensaries because they don't care who they buy it from, but black people are much more loyal to their local dealer?
No.
It's the way you say that just cracks me up.
That's funny.
I'm curious. Do you think that's why?
I think it's part of it. I think that's part of it. But at the same time, why can't the dealer get his distillery?
Oh, I mean, that is a systematic racism issue all around.
Yeah, I mean, to me, and I said that I heard a politician say this. I was like, you know what? I'm with that. Black people want reparations. Like, no, just give us the weed. Give us the weed market. That could be our reparations. Put us in control of that. Let us run in farm. Let us run that, and that'd be our sector. That'd be our come
That sounds absolutely ridiculous.
I know I do. But what, everybody want reparations?
I say you.
Huh?
That. Whoever said that's dumb.
Yeah, but it's not dumb. But I think it'd be reparations. Give us an industry. Give us that industry.
Would you like the murder industry too? Like, how many stereotypes do you want to fill?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, weed was known as a black drug. So now that it's legal, it has transformed into this CBD kumbaya. Everybody can have it, and the blackface on it. No, just say, now it's legal. Now y'all same connect. Now it's legal to go ahead and do it. Open up your own shop, and you can go ahead and do it.
You know that's not the case. I mean, because in the 80s, crack cocaine was a drug, and it was a drug epidemic.
Right.
Here in the 2000s, or I guess in the last decade, between 2000 and 2019, or 2010 and 2019 or 2020, it was the opioid
addiction. Yeah, opioid
addiction. You see how you just said it? Yeah. Like you've been trained yourself already.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the opioid addiction.
Yeah,
it was a healthcare crisis.
Yeah,
not a drug epidemic.
Yeah.
You see how and Jesus, you and me ones that you open the show with how woke you are, but they have systematically dumped it into your head that it's a issue, it's a problem, it's a healthcare crisis.
But you know what though, Bruce? I've had some outside the box thinking lately, and I get it. I get it. I get the way TV's presented to us. I get the way media is presented to us. I get the way laws are made. I get it. Because I thought about it. There are only, and I didn't know this, I looked it up. There's only 40 million African Americans in this country. 40 million. That blew my mind. I was like, damn, that's low as
Really?
hell. Yes, look it up. Look it up. 40 million. So I was like, wait a minute. 40 million. There's 380 million American citizens. I think it's 40 or 80. 40 or 80.
That's a lot.
Moves. That's not a lot. From 380 million, it's only 40 million of us. That's 12% of the population. 12.
There are 327.2 million people.
How many African Americans?
In the United States.
How many African Americans?
I'm not there yet.
It blew my mind. I was like, damn, it ain't that.
You gotta speak up a little louder too, though.
Okay, I can definitely talk louder.
It's like 30.
Man, I got way ahead of myself. Keep talking.
It's like 38. It's like 38 million. When I looked up, I was like, yo. I think it went up to like 42. Like, that's like 5 cities. That's like LA, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Texas, Houston. How many, Ron? How many?
Wikipedia is racist.
How many?
Here's why. Well, I don't know
Why
because
Wikipedia? People can make
Run.
that up.
All I do is say Google how many black people in
I
America.
did.
It ain't that hard.
I did. I want to know, but I want to know like percentage wise. I want to know
Run.
race.
All you gotta do is go to Google and say how many black people in America. It will show you like
I can tell you that it's 12% of the population as of 2016.
which is like freaking 38 million people. So you gotta think about. So I thought about that for a second. I was like, okay, there's 38 million black people in this country, which is like again 5 cities roughly. Is that fair to say? So
yeah, even the city that we
live in, yeah.
So it's the 14th largest city,
right? But I'm saying,
and as far as black populace, and it's a pretty high.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you figure, you have to take into account we're in maybe out of all the states, we're probably in 10, 15 states out of 50. So you got to think about that whole Midwest, the whole Nebraska, Wyoming's, the Dakotas, the Oklahomas, all them places, man. We ain't there.
We're there.
We're there, but Moose, we there, but we ain't there in numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we there. Of course we there. Yeah. But we ain't there in enough numbers that matter about anything. Like, it ain't like it's a million of us here. It's like 50,000.
Okay. According to the census.
The census happening this year, by the way.
Yeah.
So it says that there are 47.4 million black people, either alone or in combination with one or more races. So that's anyone that has a little bit of black. So
basically 40. So basically take that number. If actual black is probably 30 of actual black, and then the Africans, you 17 million. Dog, that's crazy.
47 million out of 307 million.
So know what that means, Moose?
327.
So know what that means, Moose? When you see a show, it's all white cast, you see one black dude, that represents America. That's really America. That show is a representation of what America really is. It's really a white people and one black dude or one black chick. That's what it is. That's the representation.
You do the math real quick. So like 327, 40, find out what the percentage is.
So if you think about the moves, that's what it is. It's 12%. So they mean
so what your whole point is that
it ain't made
that the media
it ain't made
and the advertising
it's made for them because
14%.
Because it's more of them that you have to appease. You can't appease. It's more. I'm shocked that we got down. I'm shocked that we got as much as we got because it's not enough of us to do anything. It's not enough. When it comes to voting,
I would like to give you some more census information.
But 50 million is, bro. You can't make more black people. You can't make more.
No, you are correct.
It's 50. It's less than. It's less than. It's crazy. So you got to think. You got to think when it comes to movies, advertising. It ain't designed for us because it ain't enough of us to even influence any type of buying power. Because it's like we'll give you the one because that represents what America is. It's when you go out, look around. You go to Greenwood. You look around. You be
Brownsburg. Actually, there's a lot of people in Brownsburg.
Yeah, but you go out, you look around, it'd be you, probably another brother across the room.
You know what I'm mad about, by the way? Yeah. Nowadays, they don't speak to you like that. How come they didn't learn
it used to be a code. Like, when you walk in, you make eye contact. Like, in case something go down.
I got you, man.
I got you.
Me and you.
What's
up?
It's a simple.
Nowadays, man, they walk by and don't say nothing.
I didn't know that was why.
And you know what's funny? I had a lot of my pilgrim buddies. They like, how come you always shake hands different with them guys? I go, because that's how I learned how to do it.
Yeah.
I learned how to shake hands with you, and then
the Obama video brought that to light.
Can I tell you? I think I know why this no longer happens.
Because we're not slaves. Is that what you're going to say?
No, because pilgrims don't do that, and if there are so few black people, and if there are becoming more mixed race,
remember what you're going to say. She's saying if I was a pilgrim, it'd be too many people to hugs. I ain't got time for that.
No.
That's what you was going to say, I think.
No.
You ain't got time to hug all the guys.
No.
You be hugging everybody.
No.
What's up, man? Hey, how's it going, guys? Hey, what's happening, buddy?
No.
Hey, what's going on,
you want to make it to your table.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's going on?
No,
that's my guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, my friend. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Oh, can I sit down and eat now, please? Hey, how's it going, my friend? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, guy. Hey, what's happening, dude? Hey man, hey,
guy.
You could never sit down.
You could never sit
But
down.
I'm the one brother walks in. It's one other brother. We sit down. We done.
We done.
No, that's not
We
what
sit down. We done. And the pilgrim guys is like, hey man, hey, how's it going?
The whole place.
The whole rest of the joint.
Let me get to the rest of my point.
So
I think with the mixed races happening and with gentrification and there are just not communities like there used to be. And so if you are surrounded by pilgrims, we don't talk to each other. We actually will get out our phone or stare at somebody else's shoes before we even attempt to make eye contact with someone.
Do you know the reason?
No.
We need
I've been socialized.
We always need to get on the phone and ask a pilgrim guy. I'm going to get on the phone here, guys.
Put them on.
I tell you what, here's what we're going to do.
Because
it's going to be a segment called Ask a Pilgrim.
Are we calling what's his name?
Who? Which one?
He used to be on the show. We had the one pilgrim guy.
Okay. I'm not calling Okay. I haven't talked to Okay in a long time.
Yeah, when I found that dude out there, it was shocking. I was like,
so I have some other census information that I would like to share. Did you know that according to the U.S. Census, it does not tell us how many black people have a college degree? It does, however, to boost the numbers, tell us that 87.3% of African Americans, as stated on the U.S. Census, 25 and older, have a high school diploma or higher.
Yeah, I don't care about education.
I would love to know how many have a college degree.
Education is a
There are 121,466 black-owned employers.
What is it?
121,466 black-owned employers.
Come on, man.
Out of 47.4 million
out of 47
people.
million, that's 1%, man. That's less than 1%, man. We don't. I'm telling you, Moose, that's crazy.
I thought that one would be interesting.
When you think about it, it's crazy, man. So Ron, so let me ask you. So
yeah.
you flip that. You make this country where there's 180 million black people,
okay,
and you got 47 million white people.
Yeah.
You think that we ain't gonna make ourselves look good? You think we ain't gonna be like, you know what? We got 80% college education, and while y'all only got 20. Yeah, you're gonna always put yourself, because you're in control of all this. You're in control of all of it, so you're gonna always make yourself look good. Always. Okay. It's like, so now that I kind of look through that lens, man, it's like I get it, man. I ain't gotta like it, but I understand. I get it. It's crazy. We 12%, bro. 12%.
Maybe pilgrims don't acknowledge each other because we don't.
It's too many. Like
I know why.
No, said it.
We already said it. Hey, how's it going?
What's going on?
No, I think there's a deeper reason. Because white people do not see white as a race. Like, we do not it is not part of our identity.
It's not
to
so
be
culture.
white.
You just here. You just doing your thing.
Right. Like,
but
because because in the world, right, like white is right, and so
I won't go that far.
It's not
right. You overstepping.
No,
white is not right. But I'm saying it's just white. But no, but here's the thing.
But here's what I'm saying: like all of the traditional white thoughts are exactly what is acceptable in society.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker, man.
So we don't. It's not part of our identity. So why would we talk to someone who's our color?
The thing is, y'all pilgrims have more classism. Them folks,
100%.
Them folks up in Carmel ain't mess with nobody else but the folks.
Hold on one second. I got.
But the folks in Carmel. You think folks in Carmel talk to people down in Zionsville?
Yo,
talk to people down in Whitestown.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
Sure.
Hey, I tell you what,
in Whitestown,
this is your buddy. Hey,
guys, still don't know
chill real quick.
What
I'm talking about.
Hey, Smingle, this is Moose, aka
Whitestown
Big House,
like farm
man.
country,
and you are
bougie,
joining
bougie, rich.
Hopefully we can pull ourselves together. You are joining the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. What's happening?
Not much.
Hey, so there's a segment. There's a segment we call Ask a Pilgrim Guy.
Ask a white dude,
and that's you today.
Okay.
And
we need your help.
Fortunately or unfortunately, you are a token pilgrim guy, but we need your help, though. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me ask you this: what's the reason that pilgrim men don't hug or embrace when they see each other, as black men do?
I think it's. I don't know that it's all pilgrim men kind of thing, but I would say that it's more of how we were raised, kind of the old fashioned, just mentality kind of thing. You know
what I think? I think it's too many of y'all. Like, well, what we've discovered on the show is that there's only 14% the black population. Now we didn't even break that down into men. So imagine if 14% in a situation where we're in a restaurant or whatever, there's probably only one or two guys. Where in your case, there's going to be 50 guys, and you don't have enough time to eat dinner and shake hands with everybody.
No, do the bro handshake.
Yeah, exactly. The full shake with the three moves in the hand and the embrace.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like just thinking on like when I go home for Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I'll hug my mom goodbye and I shake my dad's hand.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you throw them the sign and you're outie.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, see you later, man.
now, what happens when you go back home and you go to a bar back home and you see all your old buddies?
Yeah.
Is there an embrace?
Not many that I would hug. A few I might do that, but not many.
Whereas I spend the first 15 minutes hugging everybody.
Yeah.
All my guys, man. Matter of fact, I hug you.
Yeah.
Every time I see you, I hug you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where I think that, we're just trying, we're never going to have the correct answer or what have you. And we definitely appreciate you for representing what is it, 76% of the population, by the way, of the United States.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah.
No, none at all.
Just growing up, so from my like I'm saying, growing up in my history, none of the guys in my family hugged.
86.
So that's what I learned.
Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, I made a mistake. It's 86% of the population.
No, because you have not counted in Hispanics
get that
others.
right. Yeah.
No, it's only, but 14% was black.
Right, that doesn't mean 86%
all that he's representing, right?
Right.
Hispanics is probably like another. They're probably more than us. They're probably 20%.
No.
Well, let's just hope that after tonight that the number of men doesn't go way down starting World War III.
Yes. Oh man, good call. Good call, man. Shout out, man. Shout out.
You do know that that they fired rockets into 2 of our bases, didn't you?
Yes,
tonight?
yes.
Yeah.
We actually talked about that. And here's what else. There's by the way, guys, real quick, while we got you on here, Smingle, there's a bill in Virginia. The guy that hooked my cable up was telling me about this, where they want to remove all the weapons of all the people in Virginia, and so the local police and the local militia say no way, we don't have anything to do with that. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to bring in the UN security force into Virginia to remove the guns from the people. What do you think would happen?
That is crazy. So are the police giving their guns?
No, they're police. They're militia. They get to keep it.
That's crazy.
Why is the UN coming to do it?
Because the local police.
But why does the UN get to come to? No.
The government in Virginia.
Because they would be a neutral force.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
That's crazy.
Which would cause a war on our natural soil.
Which is what Jeezy has been saying.
That won't happen. I mean, that's just
Who's been that?
That's crazy.
It has to be a Democrat.
Well, I'll tell you. Hopefully, I wish somebody was looking it up right now. And
that's for sure a Democrat. That's a Democratic BS.
And so here's the thing. Smingle, man. We're so glad that you called us. But yeah, we heard that. I can't wait to get home and watch a little news before my eyes crash closed. But to kind of see what's happening. But yeah, we did see that, and we saw there was no casualties as of yet. But for sure, now that your and Jeezy's president says that if something happens, that they say that.
Hey, there must be a lot of static going on or something.
they said that if something happened towards us, that 52 sites would be bombed. Would be bombed. So holy cow! Like it looks like it's on and popping.
Well, so when this happened, I guess they said that they got. I was watching some news, and they said they got word that that the president was going to address, the public or whatever, and then before that happened, they got word that he decided not to do that, and so with their. There's a couple different avenues of speculation of saying evidently the Iranians have come out and said, like, okay, we have struck back, with proportional force or whatever kind of thing. Like, we don't want this to go any further. And so now it's basically up to Trump to say, okay, now let's talk, or, F you struck back, we're going at it.
So basically, Iranian was like, look, let's go ahead and let us save face. We're going to bomb some sites that y'all ain't got nothing going on. Right. Just so we can save face with our people, so we don't look like chumps.
Exactly.
And then we can talk about this now. Handle it. We don't want that smoke right now.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't think they want that smoke.
They don't want that smoke. But you have to. But again, from their point of view, you got to retaliate somewhere. You got to do something.
I mean, it's not. It's. We can. I mean, even if it's completely one-sided, we still want to just kill tens and hundreds of thousands of people. It's.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
And so I'll tell you what, man. This is a segment called Ask a Pilgrim Guy, man. Yeah. And man, we have one of the best pilgrim guys in the land, man. One of 84%, man.
Follow Smeagol on the gram. He got a very interesting Instagram. He be all over the place.
No, he's very, very funny. He
be all over the place.
Yeah, no, he's very. Matter of fact, he almost drives heavy hitters behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, he almost drives heavy hitters social media. So, hey man, Smingle, we appreciate you, man, and thank you for giving us an update on what's happening in the world right now, man. It's important, and folks, I mean, if y'all don't understand that stuff's happening out there, please turn on the news real quick and pay attention and watch. Turn off all the streaming stuff and watch a commercial every now and again to see what's out there, and watch your terrestrial news and radio, even though we're not on it.
And hugs to everybody out there in Radio Land.
Ooh, you just gave like 84% of the United States hugs, even though they don't listen to us. But all the ones that do listen to us, you gave them hugs, man. We appreciate you, man. And a dap. Hey, real quick. Do you have any brews and reviews you can give us real quick, man, before you go?
I've been watching a show on Hulu called The First.
Okay.
And it's about the first manned crew going to Mars. It's obviously a drama or whatever, but it's not science fiction. It's all about like behind the scenes and the relationships and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. It's Sean Penn is like the lead person in there.
Okay. And how many brews do you give? Remember, Jeezy, can you explain it to him real quick, even though he knows? You can explain it to him.
Yeah, man, the worse it is, man, the most brews you need to enjoy it, and the least amount of brews means it was off the chain.
It's a 1 to 2 brew.
Oh, okay. So you enjoy it.
Now, I will say it'll take a couple episodes to get into it. It's not fast paced, or like high action and that kind of stuff. But it's pretty good.
All right. Hey, real quick before we let you go, I want to give one. I'm gonna give one of my brews and reviews, man. I finished Orange Is the New Black, folks. I finished it. It took me about. I'm not a binge watcher,
join the club.
So it took me about 6 months or so to actually watch the whole thing, the 7 seasons. But holy cow, I was a little bit beside myself when it was over.
Yeah,
I almost caught the vapors. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna tell you if I did or not, but I was close to catching the vapors. Catching the vapors.
That's a little watery eyes, man.
All I'm saying is that my hay fever was kicking up and all kind of stuff, man.
So somebody was cutting the onion?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was one of those weird situations that happened. And if you have not watched Orange is the New Black, watch it. And I'm going to tell you something. One of the things that I saw was that I was really paying attention to human behavior. So I'm gonna say no brews for Orange is the New Black.
Oh wow!
And if you really are into human behavior and kind of how to work with people, even though it was all women, there was a lot of guys in there because the guards and stuff. Yeah. If you really watch human behavior, man, the woman that wrote it was amazing, and I guess it's a true story. So it's really crazy, it's riveting, man.
I got one for you real quick that I just started watching on Netflix, The Messiah.
It's new, it just came out.
Holy smoke! Yeah. You watched that one, Smeagol?
No, but I saw an advertisement for it.
Oh my goodness! It's kind of weird because it kind of breaks down like this guy is like supposed to be like the second coming of Christ, and how people will react to him. Like America thinks he's a new terror cell,
right?
He
looks like it
because he looks like the way he looks and all that kind of stuff.
He's got the micro-braided eyebrows,
and then he's performing all these miracles.
Did I say micro-braided?
Yeah, but he's performing all these miracles. But people think that he's, setting it up and kind of orchestrating this stuff.
David Blaine.
Yeah, kind of stuff. So it's gonna real interesting to think, like, man, what if God came back? How would he be treated?
How many bruises?
There's a song about
that. Well, no, when he's coming like the thief in the night, man. We won't know, but it's over with when he comes back. So obviously, this guy is not here.
Yeah, as he said, that's your interpretation of the Bible. He says, and then the thing he tells you, there's many false interpretations of the Bible.
That's right.
Oh man, it's heavy. It's heavy, yo.
How many you give?
I give 0 brews right now.
Ooh,
it's heavy.
Oh.
I'm never gonna watch it.
And I'm on episode like 4.
I'm gonna give it the same treatment I gave the Titanic, which I've never seen.
The Notebook.
The Notebook. I think I might have saw about 15, 20 minutes of that. And I was
the Medea movies.
15 but also, man, Jack Ryan season 2, 0 brews, man.
Okay.
Jack Ryan, another one on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I watched that one too. I watched those too.
Yeah, Jack Ryan. I heard
that was pretty good.
It's intense, man.
So you're saying you give Jack Bryant 0 Bruce?
Yeah, season 2, you give like 0 to 1 Bruce.
Okay, you definitely. Well, totally different. Feel to the movie or to the series and everything, but then you definitely need to watch the first.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's like I said, it took a couple seasons or a couple of series to get into it, but a couple episodes.
Hey man, Smiggle, we appreciate you, brother. The first, I'm going to check it out, man. Hey, we appreciate you. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon, man. We'll see you. You got any parting words, man, for the 84?
Do what? Say it again.
You have any parting words for the 84 or the 14 or the 86 or the 14?
Not following you.
So the 14 are the black population, and the 80s. How you say okay? And the 76, man, is the other population, man.
Yeah, it just hugs all around, man.
All right, we like it, man. So you got the 14% is the brother population, and the 76 is the other population.
Yeah, and I did tell you when I was over at the UAE for Special Olympics International for the World Games, I taught one of the guys over there how to do a bro hug, right?
I like it, man. And for some of us that don't know what the heck that is.
Out at first, I'll tell you that.
Explain to us what the UAE is.
The United Arab Emirates.
Yes, you was in there, man.
Nice.
Yeah, you was in the mix, man. Man, shout out to Special Olympics. You know that's one of our things that we care about. Yeah. Hey, Smiggle, we care about you, man. Holla at you, man. 76, you out.
Okay, thanks, man.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
Bye.
Well, there you go. That's
cool.
your answer.
We got it, man.
It's it's funny. It's actually called the bro hug. Dab, pull in, pound the back.
So, at one point in my life recently, I had to text Moose and ask him what a dap was because I didn't know.
Yeah, what's a dap? This one.
It's not this one? The on the top and then underneath?
Yeah. I mean, you snap. You want to
less of a fist bump, more of a on top.
Yeah, it's both. It's all
like
dab.
a cylinder.
Give me some dab. Give me some dab.
No, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Moose snap with his.
He does.
That's from the area. That's from the area.
But that's how he had to explain it, so I knew what it was.
Because I grew up with the folks handshake.
The what?
Yeah, exactly. If I go shake your hand,
and
your finger like this, when I come in, your hand like this, I already know what it is.
I wish everybody could see your hand.
Yeah, that's what it is. Am I mind moving?
Go ahead and dab.
So when I say,
do I have to do that too?
Yeah. So your finger, when you see me coming in like
how
this,
do I do this?
Your finger straight. You shake hands. Bam.
I don't.
You lock.
It's like a pinky promise.
But it's folks. It's games.
Folks, like FOLKS.
Folks, like a game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Folks.
Okay. You just see that bam.
Okay, so like folks to me is like parents.
Like GD.
All parts of this are so strange.
She gave me 2 fingers.
I got nothing. That's what you look like. You look like this.
Put it out there.
Right.
Even Derrick Rose, he see game, he was like locked it up and everything. I was like, whoa, you catching the NBA. Y'all tripping. Yo, yeah, millions of dollars. What are you doing all that in the game? He had a game winner.
They're trying to keep it
he
real.
Was like, locked it up, the whole GD thing. I was like, yo, you tripping.
Trying to keep it real. Hey, man, it's Heavy's radio show, man. Check it out. So, we're going to run that news real quick, and then we're going to be out of here.
Yeah, we'll be out. We'll be done.
Great. Okay. Oh, but we need to do our Instagram things, too.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my goodness, Moose.
So you're going to film it?
Okay, yes. So here's how it works. There are these...
I got some things where, like, you were hanging out with your best friend or something?
Yeah, that was Jeezy.
Okay.
Because, okay, so on Instagram, there have been these filters going around, and it's like, which Disney character are you? And so then, now there's, which Marvel character are you? And today it was, which hip-hop person are you? And so I need to know the answers from the heavy hitters. Jeezy and I already did his Marvel character. I did mine yesterday. Now, we can all 3 redo ours, because I didn't like my first one. But Jeezy didn't like his first one either. So we did it again, and he got the exact same character.
Yeah, I want to be Thanos.
So, Jeezy's Black Panther, that's why when we introduced him, I for sure said T'Challa instead of
And shout out to Fox News.
Trust when it matters most. We are wherever you are.
Go ahead, Steven.
Great. So,
Happy New Year, folks.
so I want to know what everybody is.
All right, so are you gonna how do you?
So it's a short video because it has to scroll through them and decide who you are.
So
are you gonna film? So you have to film me.
So I have to film you on Instagram, but I'll tag Heavy Hitters and then you can add to the
always
Heavy
lying.
Hitters.
We are where you are.
Are you gonna send it?
Shout out to Fox, man. I know y'all listening,
No,
man.
if I tag you in my story, then you can add my story to your story.
So, but we can't put on. Okay, what?
Not unless I do it on your
Shout out to
phone,
Fox,
on Heavy
man. Y'all
Hitters
for
Instagram.
slowing
Whatever, I don't know
stuff.
how to do it. Go
I
ahead.
will show you. How about that?
I told you, Moose, I was lying. We are where you are. Appreciate it,
okay.
Fox.
That's how we do it.
Jeezy, do you want me to do your Marvel character first, or you guys want to do
It
It doesn't
which
matter.
hip-hop
but-
artist? are
Jeezy, you got
okay,
to
so
do
let's
some
do
news
your
or
Marvel.
something. You got to do some news or something, Jeezy, while we're doing this. Cause otherwise it's
Jeezy's
dead
no good
air.
at that.
I'm
Okay,
good
you
at
ready?
what's
Are you ready
there.
for which
News.
Marvel character are you?
Yeah.
It's going to be a video, but you don't have to do anything.
So do I talk or something?
You can. I mean, it's
Hey, folks, man, this is Moose aka Big
Stop.
House, man.
now go.
Folks, this is Moose aka Big House, and I guess I'm trying to figure out what Marvel character I am.
You're Baby Groot.
And so that's
I
what
guess technically you're teenage Groot.
I am Moose.
I am Moose.
So why'd you stop before I finished?
Because it
told
stopped.
you, told
Like
you.
it only gives you a certain amount of time.
I am Moose.
You didn't let me say I am Moose.
It stopped.
It stopped already. I am Moose. I get what you're saying, man. I am Moose. Oh,
Yeah,
I feel
it's
you
funny.
on that.
It's funny.
So, matter of fact, let's do it. All you gotta do is say,
We can
I
do
am
it.
Moose.
Oh, I guess I guess
If we have a conversation.
people still heard me. Like
People are still listening.
It was multimedia, and I was I was mad about it.
No, but you gotta talk in Moose in group terms.
Oh, I am Moose.
That man, I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I am Moose.
I am Moose.
Man, I know, right? That's crazy.
I am Moose.
Dog, that jumper was lit. I know you saw that shit.
I am Moose.
Man, bruh. Who you got in the championship game?
I am Moose.
Nah, I ain't rolling with them. I think I'm gonna go Baltimore.
I am Moose.
Nah, I mean, I ain't really feeling Green Bay like that, though.
I am Moose.
Man. All right.
Do you know what this reminds me of? The dad with his little son when they're watching TV, and he's like, "That's what I thought."
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Okay,
I am Moose.
are you guys ready to
Yeah.
see what hip
So
hop?
who was
person
I?
you are?
Who was I?
You're Groot.
All right. I am Moose.
You are Moose. Okay, so this one is which hip hop artist are you? Jeezy, this is your turn. So I'm
Kanye.
I'm Dr. Dre.
I'm Yeezy.
Are you ready? Okay,
All right,
let's
so he's
see.
going first. So you got to
Yeah.
talk.
Yes.
You got to
I'm
talk.
Yeezy up in this page. Yo, this yo, say Yeezy.
You're
coming to-
Tupac.
That's
Good
no doubt.
job.
Stop it! Why didn't I
Hit
get
him up. They know I'm a rebel
Nah.
in this piece. They know.
Good job.
Put some respect on my name.
So disappointed.
All right, can you just do me like real fast?
Yeah, but,
like,
well, hold on. Let me post this.
Yeah, put some respect on my name. I'm Tupac. First of all, F your baby. Take money. West side. Bad boy killer.
Man, you like went all the way there.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
Hey,
dis-
for
so
a 70,
I am
You're
Groot.
Tupac.
for a 76%. Sorry, guys.
You gotta look at me.
76%.
Hey guys,
Okay, are you
all right.
ready?
So yes.
Go.
He gonna be
So
Lil Wayne.
now it's them hip hop. I'm hip hopping, right?
Which hip hop
He gotta
artist
be
are
Suge
you?
Knight.
I'm Moose. I'm
Yeah,
hip
I
hop
don't even
artist,
know who that is.
and I am
Suge Knight.
somebody that she doesn't know.
I don't- well,
don't start it over though.
No,
Like,
I'm not. I'm
I
trying
gotta
to
be
zoom
that
in to see who it is. Stop moving. I gotta see your face.
You're
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to redo?
Crooked smile. You get the crooked smile.
No, but I'm mad about it.
Well, I didn't even know that that's what J. Cole looked like.
Say J. Cole.
I'm mad about it. I'm mad that I'm J. Cole, my hip hop lookalike. I don't look like him.
Of Tupac.
No, it's not a look-alike.
This is your personality.
It's just
It's
like,
not
who
my
are you?
personality.
Yeah, Major Payne also doesn't look like a white woman, but he was still Captain Marvel.
Major Pain.
Yeah, my
Oh, you
friend.
talking about? Oh, yeah.
But I
I
was,
almost said some on there.
I was the
Yeah, you
Hulk.
gotta be careful.
All right.
I was the Hulk, which
And so,
is maybe true.
all right then. So,
I
but
do
I'm
have
not.
Hulk hands.
I'm not on what's his
Basket
name.
McGee.
All right. Well, if that's what you say.
So
man.
you are Groot and J. Cole. I am Hulk and Dr. Dre, and Jeezy is T'Challa and Tupac.
Those are good ones.
I'm so disappointed that
You're
I didn't get
100%er.
yours.
You are 14%.
Why was I not
For real.
Tupac? I am so disappointed.
You're 14%.
For all
I also really wanted you to be Ice Cube. Like, I kind of want to do yours again.
Today is not a good day necessarily, but you know.
But maybe can we do yours one more time?
Sure.
Okay, great. Because
it might mess around.
I can't see your face.
That's why be fabulous.
You have to
oh
look
my
at
gosh,
me.
that'd be horrible.
I
Am
can't.
I doing
It's
it right?
not. It doesn't recognize your face. There you go.
So you know what it is? What it's doing is recording our faces. That's it. Now it's finally got me because I ain't been doing none of this stuff. It's too late now. Go ahead.
It's too late now, but you got to move
you
your
already
hat.
got me. That's how y'all get me.
You have to move your hat.
That's how y'all get me. Recording my face, man.
Which
this
hip-hop artist
Moose,
are you?
aka Big House, hip hop artist.
Stop moving.
And well, we're actually doing a show.
Again, I don't know who that
I don't know
is.
if you guys know we're doing a show or not.
Who was that?
I don't know.
But
Hold
hey,
on,
I tell you what,
gotta
it's a
zoom in.
Heavy Hairs Radio Show, and we are about done with this show. You guys ready?
XXX Tenacion.
Damn!
Oh my
Whatever.
gosh!
Yours are awful.
That's
Moose is a
horrible,
snitch.
man. That's horrible. No, he's the one that
No,
got
that's
shot
Tekashi
up.
6ix9ine.
He got shot up. I'm not none of them. I'm mad about it. I'm not doing that no
disappointing.
more.
I'm so mad that you're
He erased them.
And-
Now I'm mad that they got my face associated with them clowns.
I mean, I'm happy to delete them. I'm so
That's
mad
crazy.
that you're T'Challa and Tupac.
Hey man, I tell you,
I'm mostly
this is
mad that you're
a Heavy Hairs Radio Show, man. Remember, we are where you are.
So we are, Fox. So be comfortable.
Come on in.
Your mouth, Fox.
Oh man, people been copying us, but that's all good.
It's all good.
Trendsetters.